My mom took me to an agent in New York, and she said, if you're going to do this seriously, then we got to go to the right people. And I tell you, I really worked a lot until I started getting into so much trouble with the heroin that I couldn't do both.
At the age of 23, Natalie was arrested in Canada for possession of heroin. Although she was placed on probation, her drug use continued and her work began to suffer. In 1974, she met the songwriting team of Chuck Jackson and Marvin Yancy. It would be the beginning of a long and prosperous partnership. Jackson and Yancy produced a demo tape of Natalie, which they sent to every label in LA. Through the efforts of a close cousin, Natalie was able to finally get clean of her heroin addiction. Marvin and Chuck were already hard at work writing songs for her next album.
Marvin asked me for a date, a real date. And it was really kind of cool because he waited, I know it was killing him, to wait till we finished this record. And I saw him as a different person, and the next thing I knew, we were really in love with each other.
The awards, all become a star. Her relationship with Marvin grew more intense. In July of 1976, they were secretly married in Chicago, where Marvin was pastor of his own church. Marvin welcomed their first child, Robert Adam Yancy. By 1979, Natalie was earning $100,000 a week in Las Vegas, 4 times what her father had made.
I stayed sober for probably almost 40 years. And with the success that we were having, again, just being young and dumb, I started off into, and kind of pulled Marvin in, getting off into cocaine. And everything went downhill, right into the toilet.
Natalie's relationship with Marvin began to deteriorate, and in 1980, they divorced. On October 2nd, 1982, Maria Cole petitioned the Los Angeles Superior Court for control of her daughter's estate. Natalie did not object.
She had made a lot of money, but it was mostly gone, and she didn't have the means or the ability, really, even at that time, to take care of herself.
Pressured by her family to get clean, Natalie entered a drug rehab clinic in October of 1982, but after only a month she left. Dan Clerly took Natalie to the Hazelden Foundation in Center City, Minnesota, where she began an intense 30-day treatment program.
And then something happened. The last week, maybe, before the 30 days was up. And I said, I don't know when I'm coming home. I don't think I'm ready. And that was the turnaround. That was like, God, she's got it. It taught me how to finally do something for me, and not for my mother, not for the legacy of who I was, not for my then fans, not even for my son. I had to do this for me. I've been sober for 16 years.